Okay, Dad, I want to talk to you about pick up versus pick on. And I just really want to appeal to you, sister to brother. And I want to share a little bit more of a personal part of my story with you because this is so, so important. Dads, you are the one that communicates protection in the home. And that sometimes means protection from siblings. It means protection from being bullied, children being bullied in their own home. And so, um, 4 kids, was raised with 4 kids, and we were a single family. We were home alone one night, and we were watching a show on, I don't know, dysfunctional families. I don't know what it was on. And they started talking about suicide. And it was the first time that I had understood or heard of the concept that somebody could actually bring harm to themselves. I never had heard of that before. And to me, it was like, oh, that's the answer and the solution to all the pain that I have inside. It's not that I really wanted to die or I was even really thinking about the full effects of suicide. It was more just like, I finally have an answer. And so I went to the kitchen. I was in the 4th grade, so I was pretty young. I went to the kitchen, I grabbed a bunch of medicine, I just started taking it. And one of my siblings went to the bathroom and scooped up all the rest of the medicine that we had in the house and put it in front of me and said, do us a favor, keep going. And all these years later, I tell that story, and there's shock and awe in it. There's like, you can imagine a human being saying that to another human being. But at the time, it was normal. At the time, it was like, well, of course this person is saying this to me because we had such an above average allowance to communicate rejection and hate to each other. So when somebody's like, hey, do us a favor, go kill yourself, it just seemed normal. Come on, that'll be a story to walk out, right? But I really want to appeal to you guys. The dads, don't look at this just as like a teaching or a mechanical, what am I supposed to do and how am I supposed to do this teaching? Get the heart of it. The heart of it is you are called to protect your child when another child, even if it means a sibling, is coming to pick on your child in a way that is outside of what God has for them. And so the concept of the tweezers gives your child a picture of there are things to pick up, which is really fun. But when you start picking on one of your siblings, when you start picking on your family, you are picking on a human being. You're picking on flesh. It hurts. And that message needs to come clear, loud and clear from you daddies because you are the ones that set the bar in the home of protection. And so I just really encourage you to sit in this for a minute, soak in this for a minute. Do you want your son or your daughter to struggle because they're being bullied in their own home by your own flesh and blood? There, it has to do something in your heart where you're like, you know what? I'm going to set the tone in my home where picking on each other is not tolerated. It's not tolerated with our tones. It's not tolerated with our words, and it's not tolerated with their actions. Now, we know children have a flesh, and we know children are immature. They're selfish. They want what they want when they want it, right? We know that, but it is your job to teach and to train them through that process that they are learning how to pick up things, but not picking on their siblings. So I'm going to keep this message short and sweet and just really encourage you guys after the video just to sit for a few minutes and really, just really receive an impartation of the role of the father of what it looks like to protect your children, even from your other children. And what does it look like to really go after this as a lifestyle in your home? We do not pick on each other. All right, be blessed, guys. This teaching from the Father is essential. Essential. All right, be blessed.